You know, you've probably seen a video like this online, one that promises an old, secret, homemade cure for something like joint pain. Well, today that's exactly what we're doing. We're going to deconstruct one of these videos, looking at the grandma's recipes it shares, and we're just going to explore the ingredients, the methods, and the really bold claims, all pulled directly from the source video itself.
Right off the bat, the video makes this massive promise. We're not just talking about easing some pain here. It claims you can say goodbye to it entirely. I mean, that's the kind of statement that really grabs your attention, right? It taps into that hope for a simple, natural fix. So what are these supposed miracle remedies? Let's get into it.
Okay, so first up we have a remedy made with stuff you probably already have in your kitchen. The source material calls it a clove garlic oil.
So, the recipe starts with 2 tablespoons of cloves, and the video claims these are a real powerhouse against joint pain. Then you add 3 cloves of garlic, and the video makes a point of saying how common it is in traditional medicine. And of course, olive oil is the base that's supposed to pull it all together.
Now, how do you actually make it? Well, the method is pretty specific. You combine everything, then heat it all in a water bath for 30 minutes. After that, you let it cool for a whole hour before straining it to get the finished oil.
And here's a crucial step where you need some patience. The source says the oil isn't ready to use right away. Nope, it has to be stored in a dark, cool spot for a full 10 days to kind of mature. This waiting period is presented as a really important part of the whole process.
All right, on to the second remedy. This one shifts gears a bit, moving from the spice rack to, well, the forest. We're looking at an ointment this time, and it's built around a very different ingredient, pine needles.
So for this ointment, you'll need dried pine needles, some more olive oil, and a piece of honeycomb. The video explains that the honeycomb is what's going to thicken it all up and turn it from an oil into a more spreadable ointment. Now this is where the video makes a really interesting play to build credibility. It flat out claims that pine needles aren't just some old folk remedy, but that their effectiveness is actually recognized by official medicine. That's a huge statement, right? It's clearly designed to give this recipe a sense of scientific legitimacy.
The prep for this one is a little more involved. First, you make an infused oil by heating the dried pine needles in olive oil. Then, in a totally separate step, you melt down the honeycomb. Finally, you combine the two to get your finished ointment.
So why pine needles? What's the big deal? The video really dives into their supposed benefits, and honestly, it's quite a list.
The video claims that pine needles have these really powerful antiseptic, toning, and healing properties. And it suggests that these same properties, which people might traditionally use for things like colds and inflammation, can also work to soothe joint pain.
But wait, there's more. The video then rolls out this really impressive list of vitamins and minerals. You've got everything from vitamin B all the way to manganese. It even includes vitamin PP, which is just another name for niacin. And the claim is that all of this is packed into the ointment and gets absorbed through your skin.
And just when you think they're done, they add another layer of benefits. Beyond just helping with joint pain, the video claims that this combination of vitamins also makes your skin more youthful and improves its condition, especially during the winter.
So here's the thing. According to the source, making these remedies is only half the battle. There's a very specific, multi-step ritual for how to apply them to get the so-called maximum effect.
And here is that ritual. It starts with a 5-minute massage on the sore spot. Then, you wrap the joint in plastic wrap and follow that with a thick towel, supposedly to trap heat. You're meant to leave this whole thing on all night long and then wash it off in the morning. And according to the video, consistency is everything. This is not a one-and-done kind of deal. The instructions are very clear. You have to repeat this entire ritual every single evening for as long as it takes until the pain is completely gone. So, after breaking all this down, the simple ingredients, the detailed steps, the really big promises, we're kind of left with a larger question, aren't we? In an age of advanced modern medicine, why do these traditional folk remedies still have such a strong appeal? Is it the all-natural ingredients, the comfort of a daily ritual, or is it just the powerful hope for a simple cure? It's definitely something to think about.